And the only way you figure out your happiness, you got to try to see or foresee what's going to be the problem. So I get my family close to me. So whatever problem we got to work out, we work that shit out right here. Get my mom and my sisters and my daughters close to me, so they see daddy going to work like there's still some work shit. It's like, no, we just not on the red carpet. It's not just red carpet every day. You know, I got to get up. I got to go. You know, I got to talk shit. I got to kiss a little ass here. I got to do a whole lot of shit in order to keep this thing going. So you try to, you know, in life, you try to foresee what's going to happen. It's still going to be something. So it's always going to be something just outlandish. But you try to get in front of it.
That's an interesting way to handle it, though, to bring everybody close to you, bring your whole family in your house.
Yeah, and not everybody can do that, you know, because, you know, it's like, you know, me growing up as an only child, I like having people around. I can't be by myself. That's why I always would throw parties. I would kidnap people. Like, people come to my house, I'd be, why you gotta leave, man? Chris Brown, just stay, man. I got a room. Floyd, man, stay, man. Where you? Because I just wanted people. Right. But now having my family around, you got to do it. But not, like I said, not everybody can do it because it's interesting. Like my father, who has a great story. My stepfather has a great story. You know, he was on drugs or had a situation about with crack, ended up going to jail. I wrote him one letter. I said, you get out, you know, I'll save your life. Because I didn't like writing letters to people in jail. I didn't like going visiting people in jail. He gets out. This is around just before 9/11. And then my stepfather was incredible in my life because he taught me how to play tennis. So back in the 70s, in the 80s, he was like playing tennis. I was like, wow, I never seen a black dude play tennis. He said, you got to learn, son. So people like Yannick Noah, Elie Nastasi, Bjorn Borg, Vitas Gerulaitis, those were like heroes of mine. So he taught me how to play tennis. So when he gets out of jail, I make sure everything is cool. I take him to the U.S. Open. And so there he is, me and my pops watching Venus, play. He's crying. I'm like, yeah, Dad, this is how we gotta live. This is what we need to do. So he watches Venus play, and then a couple of days after that, it was 9/11. But you know, he stayed with me. He's been with me since then. You know, early on, I would just go by, check the drawers, make sure there's no paraphernalia, no wrong shit. Smoke your weed, cool. Right. Don't do no more than that. And we've been cool since then. You know, and it saved a lot of money in rehab. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just right there, hands on. But well,
sometimes people just being surrounded by loved ones is enough to keep them from doing anything stupid.
Yeah, it can, and it was bumpy at first. Won't go into it because he wrote a little book and talked about it. It was bumpy at first because when he first got out, I did some shit for him, got him a car, whatever. He relapses, car gone, he's back in. You know, so it was a couple little things that we had to work out. But now, you know, to see him now, like we go to these different events or whatever like that. His whole wall, he old school. He don't do this. He got the
actual photos.
Yeah, he go develop the film. I got my little film developer. So he put the film and developed the film. See, and they put the film and he got a whole wall of everybody that he's met. You know, all of his heroes. And so, like I said, you know, I try to look. Try to be ahead of the curve when it comes to fucked up shit.
What about like your creative time? When you have so many people living with you, do you ever feel like boxed in?
No, that's, like I know, the best way to create is to have people around. Because I could try that joke out on them and they don't know I'm doing that joke. You know what I'm saying? I could try this idea, see how they respond, because your family gonna give you gonna give them, hey, that's terrible. That ain't funny. I don't see how you made it. That's terrible. You know what I'm saying? So you always gotta, to me, having people around that tell you the truth. You know, like everybody in my family, you know, they tell me the truth about it. So, that's sleepless. I should have just stayed asleep. It was like, oh shit, really? It was fucked up. Yeah. So it's like, you know, having that allows me to create, and then I have my own little space where I go, okay, let me get this. Now they responded to that, and now let me put this together over here in a little space.
So you have like a little sanctuary.
Yeah, I got a little studio that I set up where I go in there and do all that shit, you know. But it helps.